Hey guys, Nick here. Thanks for coming by. Kind of doing this video on a whim. In case you guys didn't know or maybe didn't realize, but I'll just tell you right now. A lot of the topics that I get are from either comments that are made in previous videos or by direct message, private messages to me. Some have emailed me messages, some come from my group. So a lot of the topics kind of come from you guys. And I've noticed a trend with a lot of people that have been fighting this, their diagnosis for quite a long time. And a long time is subjective. You know, a long time might be 6 months, it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years. And I I completely understand that because I hit levels of frustration and just times of just being tired of fighting. You know, I mean, you're tired of being tired, and I wanted to kind of put a different spin on that and kind of a different perspective. I didn't really plan this video out, so I'm just kind of doing my normal thing and just kind of talking as it comes to me. So one of the things that I used to want immediately and quickly was transplant. I wanted my transplant now. I wanted it because I knew what my drive to live had become, despite my lack of will to live. You know, prior to my diagnosis, as I kind of as I stopped drinking and as I started just kind of doing other things, my will to live changed dramatically. Now, the reason I feel like now, looking back, why I felt like I had to have a transplant now was because that was the ultimate solution. You know, that I was told, over and over, you have 3 months to live, you have 2 months to live, etc. So I started just doing a countdown in my head. Okay, if this doesn't happen by this time, then I'm gonna die. And it became it became a motivation for me, which worked out well in the long run to continue living. To continue fighting. But it it kind of masked and hid a lot of things and kind of took the joy out of a lot of things that I was experiencing. Uh, Mainly, just living that day, or living the next day, and a lot of those days were not easy. For most of them, especially for the first year, really sucked because just constant pain and bloating and procedures and it got to where those monthly procedures just became a normal part of life. It just became kind of a normal thing. And yeah, paracentesis, for example, and those aren't supposed to be normal parts of your life, but it became something that I had just kind of accepted. Um, and still the whole goal was transplant. I have to go through this rehab program to be eligible for transplant. I have to get these vaccinations to be eligible. I have to have no ascites for this long. I'm completing all of this stuff. And I had to get my kidneys up to a certain level of health. I have to maintain a certain MELD score. So there's just all of these different conflicts that are happening. And ultimately, what ended up happening was my health kind of balanced out to the point that I was still disabled. I'm still not able to go to work. And do the kind of work that I did before and the kind of stuff that I trained to. So my life had changed quite a lot, but my life was being extended, and it was being extended without the use of or without the help of a transplant. Now, I want to reiterate, like I say all the time, your prognosis isn't a death sentence, But a transplant isn't necessarily the ultimate, fix all. I mean, it's not like a magic pill that, you take, or this magic procedure and then everything's fine. A lot of things can go wrong. And I've known people that are on both sides of the spectrum. So I've known people that, or I know people that are extremely happy with their transplant. And I had to go through a lot of adjustments uh, with the rejection medication. A lot of stuff that had to change and be adjusted, for them to be able to, for their body to accept that new organ, and they're very happy with it. I know some people that, too, in particular, that have received their transplant and are miserable. They're constantly having to fight even harder for their body not to reject, that organ. I know one person that's kind of in purgatory that has received a call several times for a liver, and has gone to the hospital and gone through all of the prep work, only to find out that just an hour away from surgery, there was something wrong with that organ and it's not able to be transplanted. So that individual's just had this emotional up and down, yes, this is finally going to happen, and then just getting, dropped down. So I've seen a lot of sides to it. So the big the big message that I really want to get out is, the a lot of us are kind of in this purgatory type spot where we see our doctor or our specialist every 3 months or every 6 months, and we don't necessarily feel great in between those appointments. But when we get to the appointment, it always seems to be, you're doing good, everything is staying stable. See you again in 3 months, or see you again in 6 months. And and there's a letdown that happens with that. And I don't know what, for me specifically, what exactly I'm expecting to hear. It used to be, I want to know that I'm getting a transplant now. I'm activated, shall we say, and the next liver that's a match is going to be mine. But in doing that, I've wasted a lot of days, just waiting for something when I should be enjoying, that day or that time, because in a lot of ways, my good times, even, or my good days, even though I might not feel great, or feel kind of run down, are good days. There are good things that happen, and I need to take time to enjoy those. And so I guess what I'm saying is, if your doctor tells you, okay, see you in 3 months, or see you in 6 months, it's not because they don't care. I don't believe it's not because they're just trying to push you off and push you off. It's because it's saying, okay, I feel, or your physician feels, that you're good, for these next several months. And if something changes, let us know. But a transplant isn't required, in these next few months. And so I've started looking at it as, okay, I've got a good, 6 month outlook, and it gives me a different perspective, kind of going back out into the world, when you leave that sterilized environment of the doctor's office. And I got very comfortable in those doctor's offices. It almost became like therapy, for me. I can say anything there. But I need to make sure that I keep my mindset right, because the mindset is 80%, I feel like, of physical recovery. Our mindset puts us, really in a spot to allow our bodies to physically heal. It gives us the ability to press on, which oftentimes forces your body to heal. And mental health is really important. I've battled with that a lot. As as I've, processed my diagnosis and, had other things, both good, amazing, and some bad, happen throughout this process. So that really is what I want to be my message. In the movie The Dead Poets Society, they talked about, seize the day, or you only live once, or you live only once, or however you want to say it. But seize the day, put no trust in the morrow. And that's, really the message, that I want to portray in this video. So sorry if it seems like it's rambling a little bit. It might be, I don't know. But, I've noticed a trend in some of the messages that have been sent to me directly. And so I just wanted to address that, so you guys know. I read all the comments. I try to respond to all of them as best I can. But I love you guys. Hope you all have a great day. As always, in the description box below this video is the link for our Facebook group for end-stage liver disease and cirrhosis support. Anybody with liver disease or family members are welcome to join. I just added 3 new members just yesterday. So guys, the group is growing on a regular basis, and there's a lot of experience there, a lot of shared experiences there, and just great resources. So there's an awesome chat that we all use, and I try to post up there regularly as I do on here, as do other members of the group. So guys, I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me. And as always, like I said, have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.